Hello students, how are you? Good to see all of you over here. I think this career fair which is being organized Fuel is fantastic thing from a student's perspective. My compliments to Ketan, to Santosh and the entire Fuel team which is organizing this. As a student of class 9 to 12th, this is a time when the students are confused as to what career they should be opting for, and such a career fair really helps a lot. Just to give you a brief about myself, so my name is Vijay Sethi. I'm the Chief Information Officer, Chief Human Resource Officer and Head of Corporate Social Responsibility at Hero Motocorp Limited. Hero Motocorp, earlier known as Hero Honda, is the world's largest two-wheeler company. Just to give you a brief background, so there's a time like all you students, when I was in class 8th, 9th, I was also confused as to what career I should be taking. I was at that time very good at science and maths. So after my 10th, I got into a science stream, which is the engineering stream, non-medical as it was called. After that, I went to an engineering college, RAC Kurukshetra, which is Regional Engineering College Kurukshetra, which is now being called NIT, National Institute of Technology Kurukshetra. I did my engineering, mechanical engineering, passed with very good marks over there, stood I think second in the university. And that time there's a decision that needed to be taken at that time as to what do I do further. So I had various options, I had certain options from job perspective, but I personally believe that that's a time when any one of us, and even that's true today for you also, you should not stop your education just after graduation. So I went in for my post-graduation. I did a MTech, which is Masters in Technology, and I did it from Mumbai, NITI. At that time, I got admission to almost all the IITs over there. But I thought, let me pursue at NITI. So I did an industrial engineering, industrial management at NITI. And post that, I joined TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. Those were also the days when a lot of people wanted to get into government job. So I also, like most of the students, appeared for Indian Engineering Services, got through Indian Engineering Services, got a posting at some place, but I didn't join that, and I joined private sector. Private sector was not very lucrative, but I still felt that maybe I could do better over there. That's the passion I had. I joined TCS, spent many years over there, went on to join another company called Ranbaxy, which is a pharmaceutical company. And then over there, I was involved in some fantastic projects that I did, including a lot of global traveling. Over those days, I traveled to almost 40 countries globally, worked on various initiatives. And around 13 years back, 2007, I joined my current job at Hero Motocorp, Hero Honda as it was called at that time, as the head of information systems or information technology or computers in very simple words. And then as I moved on, I was given this additional responsibility of handling corporate social responsibility, handling human resources, and various things. So as things have progressed over the years, there are a lot of things that have come in on my way. Why I just wanted to share this was, this goes back to decide as to what our career path should be, and each one of you also needs to look at that. Number one, the learnings for me are very simple. I think you need to decide as to what you are passionate about. For example, if I look at myself, I did mechanical engineering. I did my master's in industrial engineering, industrial management. And then I did an MBA in materials management, supply chain management. I did a lot of courses, both from India and US and other few countries. But most of them were non-IT. But then I went into IT, went into heading the IT of an organization, went into become India's best IT manager and things like that. So while I may not have had that academic background, which today you are thinking, but it's the passion that you need to decide. Those learnings really take you to a very different level. So my advice to you guys would be, number one, do what you are passionate about. Do what motivates you. Don't do it just because your friend has done it, because your cousin has done it, because your brother did it, your sister did it, your parents want you to become something. It's not that. You need to decide as to what really gives you that happiness. Where is your own passion? What motivates you? Number two, don't think that whatever you decide today is going to be with you till the end of your life. Maybe at your grandparents' stage, there was this thing that whenever they joined a particular job, they would retire in that job. But most of the people, especially in private sector, they change a job every 2, 3, 4, 5 years. They also change their careers. You never know as to where the world will take. We know technology is changing so fast these days. The world is changing so fast. Some of the careers which existed 10 years back, those roles, those job profiles don't exist today. Some of the job profiles that will come 10 years down the line don't exist today. But what really ensures that you really get into those is that you have a passion for learning, you have a drive for learning, you have very good grounding. So right from class 9th onwards, you ensure that whatever subject you take, whether you take arts, whether you take commerce, whether you take science, you just ensure that you be good in that particular subject or set of subjects. You need to ensure that you get to the depth of that particular course so that at least your basics are always good, and those are the basics which will really help you as you move forward. And don't be really bothered about the fact that someone got a admission into some good college I couldn't get, so that's the end of my career, end of my life. No, I think this is the starting point. As you move forward, you chart your own career, you chart your own destiny, as they call it. Finally, before I end, I'll just say one thing. Whatever career you choose, whether you want to get into engineering, you want to become an engineer, you want to become a doctor, whether you want to become an army officer, whether you want to serve the country as a soldier, whether you want to become a teacher or start your own business, want to start a startup, anything, it doesn't make any difference. But what you need to ensure is 3 or 4 things. Number 1, you ensure that you never give up on your learning. Always be curious to learn more and more things. Don't think that just because you have chosen a career, you just end your learning over there. Second, for me, that's really, really very important, that ensure that you are a good human being. Again, irrespective of career, no one will remember you whether you are a good doctor or a good soldier or a good engineer or a good teacher. All of them would remember that you are a good human being. And what are those? Who's a good human being? Someone who really has very good value system, someone who really is humble, someone who really respects others. So for you, maybe start with respecting you, ensure that you always respect your parents and respect your teachers. So be a good human being. And the last which I'll say is, as they say, honesty is the best policy. So focus on honesty, focus on integrity, ensure that you are always honest to the core. Again, getting into career is not about making money. It is about that you earn, and you can earn. There's nothing wrong in earning, but always earn with the right means. So be honest, ensure that you never get into any wrong means. And if you do that, whatever career you choose, you'll always be happy. Your parents would be proud of you, your family would be proud of you. And I'm sure that you will really take the right decisions as to what you will do. But follow your passion, ensure that whatever you do, you are happy, and be a good human being. Wishing each one of you all the best. God bless. Thank you.